A short extension granted for America's transportation funding. The Jobs Act clears its final hurdle. An EPA wetland rule struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court. And a breath of life for the embattled Keystone Pipeline. This and more on Construction News Tracker, brought to you by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. An 11th hour decision by Congress gives the nation's transportation and infrastructure spending life another 90 days until the end of June. With the House refusing to adopt the Senate two-year money deal, the lower body also turned a blind eye to its own Highway Committee effort on a 5-year funding plan. The vote came with just 2 days remaining before the authorization was set to expire. Days earlier, 15 national construction associations gathered their troops for a Rally for Roads event on the National Mall. Hundreds of people from all segments of the industry turned out to hear from association officials and politicians about the need for a fully funded, long-term infrastructure bill. Here's just a sample of the remarks presented to that gathering.
There's nothing Congress could do better to put America back to work and make us more competitive in the international economy than to bring our crumbling infrastructure up to a state of good repair and then begin to build out a 21st century infrastructure so we can compete with the rest of the world. The rest of the world gets this.
We need a long-term commitment so that the people who make the machinery, the people who do the planning can know that there's going to be something there to pay for it when they get their work done.
Whether you are a Democrat or Republican or a registered independent voter, can't we do something good for America for a change and put aside the fights and put aside the battles? This is the time to do it.
Just one of the examples of the nation's construction industry coming together to support each other toward a common goal. What's hailed as a rare legislative victory, the U.S. House has approved 380 to 41 the Jumpstart Our Startups Act, or the Jobs Act. Among other things, the bill makes it easier for growing companies to comply with securities laws while attracting new investors. An effort by the Environmental Protection Agency to foist a rule that would essentially require all infrastructure and residential improvement projects to apply for wetlands permits fell on deaf ears at the U.S. Supreme Court. The unanimous ruling in favor of builders, supported by ARTBA and 11 other associations opposed to the mandatory permit plan, now means the EPA will have to revamp its idea when it comes to the Clean Water Act. Where there's a will, there's a way, at least when it comes to moving oil shale crude from Canada to the U.S. Following White House opposition to the Keystone XL pipeline, operator Enbridge of Alberta, Canada says it will partner with Enterprise Products of Houston, Texas, on a new line from Flanagan, Illinois to the Gulf Coast of the U.S., a $2 billion project that does not require the same federal approval. We close this report by suggesting to be alert to give service. What counts a great deal in life is what we do for others. This is Construction News Tracker, watching out for the industry that makes the world a better place. Brought to you by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. Access us anytime at facebook.com/4constructionpros or at Twitter, where you can share us with friends or leave a comment using #ConstructionNews, as the streaming web never ends.